All right. Time for Goats in a Bad Way, Chris, coming out of Week 9. I've got a trivia question for you. Mike Tomlin now has 14 consecutive non-losing seasons to begin his career. That ties him for the most consecutive non-losing seasons with which coach?
I saw this recently, and I just can't remember where. Marty Schottenheimer.
Ding! There you go.
It was on your website. I believe I read that on your website some point here in the last few days.
That's one of the tests to see if you, number one, visit my website, and number two, if you can read. So you passed both today.
I can, barely.
Well done.
Yes, I did it. Thank you very much.
All right, you're up.
Okay. I think I have to go with the Detroit Lions and their defense, okay? And specifically to that, I just want to make sure I get the yardage right
got
here.
Got my sneeze on camera.
Good. I'm glad we got it.
I had to sneeze. I couldn't fight it off.
But specifically, the 70-yard run by Dalvin Cook to have 10 people on the football field, I mean, that's just not acceptable. So to me, Goats in the Bad Way, right off the bat, I'm going to go with the Lions defense, Matt Patricia, anybody responsible for that debacle. You know, the game at that point, it's 27-13. It's not totally crazy, out of reach, anything like that. And yet we don't have a guy at the end of the line of scrimmage and one of the biggest first plays of the drive of the game. I mean, if you want a chance to come back and win the game, and we don't even put 11 guys out there, man, that was a bad one. So they got to take the cake there.
Yeah, the Lions are 2-13 in the division under Matt Patricia. That is not going to keep Patricia or GM Bob Quinn employed. It wasn't that long ago that we were feeling good about the Lions, right? They were buyers as the trade deadline approached, getting Everson Griffin, but now not. And it feels like it's going the wrong way for the Lions, who are at 3-5. And they better win some games quickly, or there will be some major changes in Detroit. First one for me, I'm surprised you left him on the board.
I know.
It's got to be Tommy.
Well, I know. You know what? I didn't want to give Bruce Arians. I didn't want to give Bruce Arians any credit. I didn't want to hear it. That's honestly why I did it. I was like, you know what? We talked about Brady, and I just went against it.
I know, but it's still the Goats. These are the Goats of the week. Prime time. Brady's got a primetime problem this year. Maybe it's the Buccaneers. Maybe it's but hey, I don't know. He's staying up too late, getting a little too old, getting a little tired.
It sounds like you're Kirk Cousins. He's got a primetime problem.
Well, it is. Look, they lose to the Bears with that lost track of Kirk Cousins never loses track of what down it is. He can't do anything about it, but he hasn't lost track of what down it is. You've got that. You've got the Giants game that they barely won and could have lost, maybe should have lost, and then the blowout. So it's got to be Brady. 3 interceptions. It's on him. He's the leader of this team. He's the guy that wanted AB there. And the first night when they get the opportunity to settle the score with the Saints, to pull into the driver's seat in the NFC South, it blows up in their faces, and now they have to worry about not making the playoffs at all.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a struggle here now. We're going to see. I mean, of course, we know they got some tough football games left, and they're really behind the 8 ball as far as winning the division or maybe trying to be that 1 seed. That's definitely not happening. So I hear you there. It's not a bad pick. I mean, it's a good pick. I get you. Man, there's a lot to pick from here. I'm having a hard time figuring out which one. I think I got to go with the Seattle Seahawks defense, though. Maybe I'm just going to say Ken Norton and Pete Carroll. That's what I'm going to say. You know, yes. I mean, Buffalo was smart. They threw the ball every freaking play. That's right. Why would they run it on you, Seattle? Why? What? You have a good run defense. Your pass offense is historically horrible, right? So, you know, what the hell are we doing over there? It looks so bad on Seattle's defense. I don't know what to say. Little details that are not coached right. You know, there's just issues every week across the board, let alone I know the talent is not great there. But it's not as bad as what their statistics are saying. So there is issues there. And on that point, too, you know, Allen went 31-38. Again, I'm just glad he shut some people up. All right. I mean, I thought you can't fix accuracy. Didn't think you could fix it. Oh, that's right. He's accurate again. All right. Either way, everybody get off Josh Allen's back. Shut the hell up. He's still one of the 5 best quarterbacks in football. Okay, had to get that off my chest.
You're jamming a lot. Hey, you're jamming a lot of guys in the top 5 today. You've already claimed 2 spots: Dak Prescott and Josh Allen.
I said Dak Prescott was top 8. I didn't say he was top 5.
You said 5 or 6.
I said he was 6, I think, at first, and then I said he's definitely in the top 8. All right, thank you, counselor.
All right. Am I up now?
Yeah,
up now.
well, usually after me, you go. Yes.
Yeah. I lost track of my notes. Next one for me. I got to go Zane Gonzalez, the Cardinals kicker. There was a time when they used to kick straight on where it was fairly impressive to make a 40-yard field goal, and a 50-yarder was unheard of. At some point in the past 45 years, the 40-yarder became a chip shot, and the 50-yarder became not quite automatic, but not as big of a deal as it used to be. I just remember, like, in the 80s, if it was 45, 46, 47, you never quite knew whether or not the guy was going to get it there, whether he's going to be able to keep it between the goalposts because he has to put all of his leg into it. And that's no big deal anymore. 49-yarder, no big deal. The only question about that is whether or not it's going to go left or right. Zane Gonzalez, to force overtime in that classic Cardinals-Dolphins game between Kyler and Tua, he comes up short.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Who comes up short
right
on a 49-yard field goal in today's NFL, Chris? I can't remember the last time I saw that.
No, I mean, and what's weird is it doesn't look like anything was hit wrong. And even you read his lips after he missed it. He's talking to the holder, and he goes, "I don't know what happened." Like you could really see him say that. So I don't know either. You're right, but 49 yards this day and age is nothing for these guys. I mean, what did we see?
It's not like you're trying to put the ball on the green and you left a little bit. Like you don't need to take something off of it.
Well, we saw the guy
off of it. You don't need to take any off of it. Just kick the damn thing.
No, that's what's amazing. We saw the guy in Carolina, right, against the Kansas City. They attempted, what was that, a 67-yarder?
66.
And it
66,
had the
and
distance.
It was long enough.
It did. I know. That's what's amazing. So, yeah, I'm with you. I'm shocked. All right. I hate to do this because there was so many positives.
No, you don't.
Well, I think the biggest blunder of the week, it's either between, I could certainly talk about Flacco and some of the crap he did last night. Matt Nagy, they could be on the list every week for their offense. Really, we should just put them in a traditional spot, make him the 4th pick every week. Then I think the one I got to go to is the Dallas Cowboys. It's 3rd and 5. It's 19-15, okay? We're on the 5-yard line. Garrett Gilbert's your quarterback. It's the Pittsburgh freaking Steelers defense who just turned over Lamar Jackson last week and all that stuff. And you got Garrett Gilbert, not Lamar Jackson. And he hasn't played a lot of football, let alone NFL football. It's the Steelers. Once again, I just wanted to say that. Oh, wait, guess what happened? The Steelers got pressure and hit him as he was throwing. Ball pops in the air, interception. There goes the chip shot field goal to go up by a touchdown and really make it tough on Pittsburgh. To me, when you talk about managing a game and doing things a certain way, that risk-reward was just not worth it against that defense with your quarterback, and that's one that stood out to me.
Last one for me, and I hate to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to preface it the way you did. I'm doing it. Yes, I am. Brent Boyer, the Jets special teams coordinator, because even though it wasn't fatal last night, how in the hell do you send 12 guys out for a field goal block? How does that happen?
That could have been fatal.
How does that happen?
Yeah.
How does it happen? Right? You've got your field goal team, and there are 11 guys on it. How in the hell do 12 get sent out? I can understand it for an offense, and things are a little complicated. Defense, what package are we using? There's no sub-package for a field goal try. You've got 11 guys. You send them out. How in the hell does a 12th guy make his way onto the field?
And if they scored a touchdown on that drive, that would have been way worse. He got lucky that they ended up still settling for a field goal. But you're right. That's an 0-9 football team for you.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.